Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be breaking down the Flyers and Penguins game from last night. The Flyers won in overtime. It was a nice shootout win. And yeah, we're just going to go through the highlights and break down some film. So yeah, the game started off a little slow. Penguins took the 1-0 lead, but the Flyers came back, and then they won it in overtime. So yeah, this was a good chance up here for Michkov. He didn't end up completing it, but yeah, it was a good shot. It was a good save, but we want Michkov to start getting back on track, so getting these opportunities are good for him. Ersson played a nice game too. I'm impressed with him because he's been taking the backup goalie role. So if we can get solid play out of him, that'd be really good. He had a nice block right there. Lost his stick. So he has another good opportunity. The Flyers outshot the Penguins by a lot in this game. So they were getting good opportunities. Yeah, they didn't all fall, but it's always good to get a lot of shots on goal. Yeah, so that's where they put it in. Ersson, I don't know what he was doing there, but that was on Ersson there. I just want to look back at that to see what else we might have seen. So it comes up. Yeah, no, that was just Ersson didn't get it off to the edge enough, and they let it squeak in this part of the goal. Yeah, I don't know how that got in, but Ersson needed to tighten up against the edge of the net right here. It's okay. That was their one goal throughout the first couple periods. They had an opportunity there, but weren't able to punch it in. Cam York's having him back's big for the Flyers. There's Bobby Brink punching it in. See, when they get around to the puck, that's what you love to see. Always fighting for the puck, because if you look back here, that was a missed. It was off by Cates, and Bobby Brink comes in. See how he just comes in right here? Always aware. Comes in, gets the rebound, bang, banks it in. They can't do anything to defend that. So a great heads-up play by Bobby Brink, and you like this fire out of the Flyers team. Now here was a good opportunity at the end of the first period, off the edge. It was a good shot, but right off the edge. Yeah, now start the second period. Here was another good chance by the Flyers. Cates with a nice center over the middle. Just missed. Yeah, Konechny almost punched that in right there. But it was a good save. That was a nice block by Konechny right there. Way to get up. Konechny on the break, and that's where Konechny scores. I believe that was his second goal of the season. But it was a great heads-up play by Couturier and Konechny to get down on the fast break. Let's take another look at that. So yeah, Couturier gets in. Gets that up to Konechny, and he just a beautiful shot. Like that was a decently tough shot, and he banked it in on the left. So great play by Couturier and Konechny right there. So Flyers led 2-1 for the majority of this period. It was another good opportunity there. They had a lot of shots on goal, like I've been saying. So they had some good opportunities, and that's what you like to see. You want to see them as many opportunities as they can. It was a good save by Ersson right there. That was a good pass by Zegras and just missed by Michkov. He's been having good opportunities in these last couple games, especially in this Penguins game. He just hasn't been finding it. But yeah, he will find it eventually. Forster, and I'm loving Forster this year. He's been incredible. Had a good opportunity there. Great save. So right now the Flyers are outshooting them 20-14. The 1-goal lead. They had another good opportunity at the end of the second period. Tippett right there, but another good save. They were in the Penguins zone a lot of this game. There was not a lot of time that the Flyers were spending on defense. They were aggressive a lot of this game. Yeah, see, at this point, 28-13, outshooting the Penguins. They had another good opportunity here. They were getting a lot of shots on goal. Trevor Zegras right there to start the period. Tippett had another shot there that could have been in. And Konechny, I thought he was going to get this one in. Almost got it. Couturier with the rebound right there.
Turned it over, but given it back to the Penguins. Here's Malkin on the entry. Feeds one across, a shot.
Yeah, Ersson with another great save right there. He played a really good game. That was a tough save by Ersson there. That was another one that was off to the right, but he was able to stay to the right that time. That was a good center by the Penguins. They just weren't able to get it in. Crosby over the middle, and that was where they scored. So, yeah, Sidney Crosby, he's always going to kill the Flyers. He got behind the net right here. Beautiful center by Crosby. It kind of, who did that hit off? That, it looked like that hit off of I didn't see who that was, but it hit off somebody on the Flyers, and they were able to get it in. So that tied the game, and then the game went into stayed tied and going into overtime. But yeah, Sidney Crosby, he's always going to get the boos. Probably one of the most hated. Oh, that was Nick Seeler. Okay. So yeah, behind. Crosby went behind. He got it right here. I mean, you got all Flyers in the zone. They were playing some solid defense. And then that hit. Oh, that was a goal by. I forgot that was a goal by Sidney Crosby. That hit. Nick Seeler put that in. He just tried centering it, and Nick Seeler was the one who put it in. I thought they. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I thought Hallander was the one who shot it in. I didn't know Sidney Crosby hit it off Nick Seeler, and Nick Seeler put it in. Yeah, so that was bad break for the Flyers, and yeah, Ersson finishes the deal right there. So yeah, the 2 goals that Ersson gave up in this game really kind of ticky-tack, so he played even better than the scoreboard will say. Now we get into overtime. Overtime was really exciting against the Penguins last night. Both the Sixers and the Flyers were in overtime. Yeah, so I thought here was going to be the death of the Flyers, but no, Ersson with a nice save. He played well in this overtime period as well. It was a breakaway. Ersson did a great job not letting that one get in. And then I believe they got the puck back right here. Oh, this is where Pitt went on the 4-on-3. And then that was the save of the game in my opinion. Sidney Crosby could have ended the game right there, but Ersson was a brick wall in this overtime period. Look at this, great center by the Penguins, and Ersson and then I believe that was Cam York who got it out of the zone. That was beautiful. That was in my opinion the turning point in this overtime period, because the Penguins were especially with the 4-on-3, they were on fire most of this overtime period. Another good save by Ersson there. And here I thought Noah Cates was going to take it up, but he was not able to beat out Sidney Crosby. And this was another good opportunity, Nick Seeler. And then Penguins were able to recover. Jamie Drysdale coming up. And the Flyers were on the man disadvantage for a lot of this. Oh, and this is where we thought Tyson Foerster won the game. This was a beautiful play over to Zegras, and this is when Flyers were on the 4-on-3. So both Pittsburgh had time on the floor, the 4-on-3, and so did Philly. So yeah, so this was an offsides on Zegras, I believe it was called. I don't think they called. Originally they thought it was and Tippett got offsides, but it was Zegras who was ahead of the blue line, and then Foerster, beautiful shot. It just didn't count, and then we went into shootout. So here's the shootout. This is Konechny. He did not make his, but it was a decent chance. It was a decent opportunity. I don't know why this is coming up. I'm trying to see the goal. And then they didn't even show the full overtime highlights. But yeah, that was a great save by Ersson at the end to give the Flyers the 2-1 shootout win and the 3-2 win overall. But yeah, that was a great Flyers game, a great overtime win, and I'm very proud of the way they were able to stay in and not let the Penguins climb back in. And this is a young team that I think has a lot of potential and has a chance to make the playoffs this year. So we're going to do more of these kind of film breakdowns, watching the highlights and just breaking down what goes on in the game. I want to do this for all the Philly sports, so I might do one on the Sixers overtime win against the Wizards last night. I'll let me know in the comments if you guys want that, but we'll see. But yeah, like the video, subscribe. If you want to stay up to date with all things Philly sports, make sure to turn on that notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.